Hi, welcome to Rhodes Video Recipe Box. My name's Amy, and today I'm showing you a fun recipe. It's a dough sculpture, this little rabbit, and he's the veggie rabbit dip bowl. So once we get him done, I'm going to show you some fun things that you can use him as a dip bowl for, maybe for Easter or a brunch. So what you'll need is you'll need 2 loaves of Rhodes bread dough, and you want it thawed but still cold. And I'm using wheat today, but you can use wheat or white. So I'm going to spray my baking pan with some nonstick spray and get it ready. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the first loaf, and you just want to cut off about 1/4. And so you use the bigger part, and you're going to shape this into an egg shape. And this will be the body. Okay, and then I'm going to put the body on first. And you want to keep the body kind of towards the bottom of the pan so you have room at the top of the pan for your bunny ears. Okay, and then next I'm going to do the head. And this is kind of a triangle or a pear-shaped. Once you get your triangle shape, you can put your head. He goes right above the body. Like that. And then we're going to do the ears. So you're going to take your second loaf and you want to just cut it in half. So I'm going to keep this half and then cut it in half lengthwise. We're going to roll both of these into 16-inch ropes. Okay, and then you're just going to loop it together. And this will be the bunny ears. And I'm going to tuck that edge underneath the head a little bit. You can shape them and move them how you like. If you want them floppier. I'm going to roll out the other ear. Like that. Then next what we're going to do is we're going to cut this section in about half. And then half again. And this is going to be his feet. So what you want to do is just shape them one end pointed, and then these kind of come down a little bit longer. It's like a long triangle. So he's got these little thumper feet. Okay, so we're just going to tuck the feet underneath as well. And then we're going to do his hands. So you're going to take this section and cut a piece off, and then cut another piece off. And do the same shape, but just smaller for the little hands. So and you might want to flatten this edge piece, and then it will fit under his body real good. Okay, and then I'm going to take my scissors, and we're just going to cut some fingers and some toes. So just with your scissors, you can make 2 slits for in each of his hands, and 2 slits for his feet, and then some whiskers. For the cheeks and the nose, you're going to take your last piece of dough, and you want to cut just a little piece off, and then the remaining piece in half. So you'll make these into a little ball. You'll have 2 bigger size balls and then a small one. And I just use my knuckle. And so you're just going to use your knuckle. And if you indent the dough, it'll stay a little easier. And then we're going to put his eyes on with using some raisins. His cute little eyes. And then his teeth are just some almonds. So you're just going to take 2 almonds, and you just want to put his teeth right up inside. Oops. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to brush it with some egg wash. So you're going to take some egg wash and just brush it all over. Okay, and then what we need to do is we need to cover it with plastic wrap. And this needs to rise for about 15 to 30 minutes. And then when it's done rising, you bake it at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. And let me show you the fun part now to make the dip bowl. So I've got all my dip and vegetables right here. I'm gonna spin him around. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hollow out the tummy. So you're just gonna cut with a sharp knife. And you can just follow the shape of his tummy and cut out this oval. And then if you want to just lay some lettuce, if you want to, down in here, it just looks real pretty. Just like that. And then take your dip and fill his tummy full. And then you can put all of your yummy vegetables all over the tray. And you can see how fun this is turning out for an Easter brunch or an Easter lunch. Just a really fun way to serve your vegetables. We've got some cucumbers cut up. And there is our veggie rabbit dip bowl. If you'd like the complete recipe, visit rhodesbread.com, and thanks for baking with Rhodes.